Welcome to the CRCS Outdoors, Avula Safaris, and Rockwood Conservation South African Adventure. Scott Jordan with CRCS Outdoors. Welcome to Season 12. Welcome to CRCS Outdoors, making a difference one young conservationist at a time. Join us today on our South African adventure with Rockwood Conservation and Avula Safaris. Hey, Scott Jordan with CRCS Outdoors. Here we are in South Africa. This week we're working with white rhinos. We're with Rockwood Conservation and Avula Safaris, and you know what? You need to come and do this yourself. Welcome to day 2 of rhino darting. As of this airing, Rockwood is home to the second largest population of white rhinos in the world. Vet Liam Smith and Boma and Rhino manager Thomas Sebelo are deciding on the next cow and calf to be darted. His quarry chosen, Liam loads his darts. If you joined us last week, you know that everyone on our CRCS crew was given specific jobs to work on once the rhinos were down. Nice. We actually participated in 22 rhinos that needed to be processed, both mother and calf. Nice shot. What an amazing opportunity. Nice shot. As the drug takes effect, the crew gets into position. A face cover is then put into place to make sure it reduces the stress on the rhino. Always hands-on, Vicus is part of every aspect of the rhino capture. Our CRCS Outdoors crew is once again on it, drawing blood and collecting ear clippings and tail hair for DNA analysis. All to help protect and promote genetic diversity in white rhinos. And a special thanks to Josh Larson from Primitive Patriot Outdoors giving us a hand with this entire trip.
On the bigger ones, they're a lot smaller and harder to see.
Yeah.
But the baby ones you can actually see on the tips of the ears a bit more.
Hands-on participation for our budding biologists. Lillian Forward's job is pulling tail hair for DNA analysis. Sample collection and storage are key to the project. How does one measure the success of an experience like this? CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by K-Bar. Hardcore knives, hardcore lives. Go to kbar.com. Welcome back. Students are quickly given a refresher on rhino numbering. Peter is once again notching the ears to give each individual rhino its own number. This is for ranger identification from a distance and also DNA. The clippers crush the vessels and the small capillary, so there's very little bleeding. And finally, microchipping. both in the neck and near the tail, to actually give this rhino a unique identification number that in case it were ever poached, this animal can then be traced back to Rockwood.
That's awesome. So you got the microchip number on this one?
Screen is not too...
Another amazing day with these young conservationists. Here's Nancy Geisen of Avula Safaris. If you want to have this experience, you've got to give her a call.
I'm going right from here to a rhino.
Everyone's back on the truck as the recovery drug only takes 20 or 30 seconds. He's ready to go. And just like that, they're back on their feet, as if nothing had ever happened. What an amazing animal, and what an outstanding opportunity.
Awesome, brother.
Once processed, these mothers and their calves are being released from the bomas. Thomas and all of his rangers are responsible for the well-being of these animals. What a responsibility. This segment of CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by White Imprints. Make a statement. 585-209-4125. Welcome back. Now let's join Vickis and the students in the classroom.
Wait a minute, do that again?
You're going on my back.
Young man, how we doing? Good. There we go.
How many different type of rhino do you think there is in the world?
Each day, students attended classes on African conservation.
5. Okay. So there's 3 species of rhino in the east, and then 2 in Africa. The white rhino, it's the biggest of all the rhino species.
Classroom lectures included the differences between black and white rhinos, as well as their remaining population distributions.
Nothing in Malawi, only a few in Tanzania and Kenya.
The number one threat to rhino populations is poaching. China is the biggest buyer for rhino horn used in traditional medicines as well as artwork.
Quite beautiful pieces of art.
Rhino populations peaked in 2010-2011, but their decline has been exponential.
By 2020,
Rhino horn is made of keratin, the same basic protein which forms the basis of our hair and nails. As long as the horn base is not damaged or cut off, the horn will grow back. Sometimes the top part of the horn is removed to protect the animal so that it's not desirable to poachers.
the reality is there's 1.2 billion people living in Africa. And they are no different to people anywhere else in the world. They need to live off the land. They need to earn an income. They need to go forward in life. We need to be able to use our natural resources in a way to improve our lifestyle.
If an animal has value, local people will protect them.
Security is based on rangers in the veld for 24 hours a day, basically. So that's also how we do it differently.
Rockwood has rangers on horseback, on motorcycles, in vehicles, and in the air if need be. Vickis and his wife Yvette spend more than $1 million annually to protect them. In addition,
Those boas are protected by thermal cameras, and all the images come into the control room. We'll show you tonight.
aside from having so many rangers, Rockwood has the most up-to-date technology and video surveillance systems available, including license plate recognition.
A system on all the roads around with cameras. That's number plate recognition camera. So it reads the number plate and it throws it against the database. And if it's a suspect vehicle, it immediately pops up, and we know that there's suspicious people in the area.
CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter. Welcome back. Today, we are going to dart 2 different Rhino bulls and exchange them from their different territories for genetic diversity.
How we doing?
Good, how are you?
My now experienced crew is ready to go.
Are you driving? I'm going in this car then.
Okay, so this morning we're going to dart a bull. He's been used in this herd now for too long, so we're going to move him now to a next herd, so to prevent inbreeding. And so the vet is going to dart the bull, and once he's gone down and we've blindfolded him, we're going to wake him up halfway, and then for it to be able to stand, and then we'll walk him into a crate, and then we'll load the crate on the truck and transport him, and on the other side we'll wake him up fully, and then he will get out of the crate.
The capture truck brings the crates into the bomas. It is amazing to see the efficiency with which Rockwood employees get the job done. Thomas and Liam once again size up their quarry. This bad boy is huge, so much bigger than the females and their calves yesterday. Vet Liam Smith is amazing with that dart gun. Perfect shot. Once the rhino has been hit, there are several stages to the drug. First of all, his walking will start to be impaired. He will actually do like high steps. His eyes will then become fixated, and then his ears will stop searching in all directions for sound and just be straightforward. In addition, this animal is backing up as the drugs start to take effect. Notice the high stepping, and the ears are still. The team does not want this bad boy to go down. He's too big. By adjusting the drugs, Liam has made it so we can walk this animal into the crate. Once again, blinders are put on to reduce the amount of stress for the rhino. Vickers will lead the charge.
Young men.
We simply recruit the whole team, and it's tug of war. My students had not trained for this one. Because of his size, this strategy worked to perfection. Once in the crate, the vet can finish administering the drugs. 1 bull down, 1 to go. Take a look at the whole team.
How cool.
That was amazing.
You guys never thought you were training for tug of war, right?
CRCS Outdoors, getting it done in South Africa. Rockwood, live for a change. Once the Rhino is loaded and put on the truck, it's time to take him to a new territory and switch him up.
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Awesome.
Closed captioning for CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by the Frontier Financial Group, providing comprehensive financial planning services. Call Tom Stolberg, 585-593-6408. If you'd like to be part of this adventure, give Nancy Geisen a call. Now join us on our quest for Rhino Bull number 2.
We only injected it now, the reversal.
You can see his ears are twitching now, though, so he's gaining control, yeah?
What a magnificent animal.
Just be ready to run around the corner.
Okay.
Rhino Bull number 1 is released without incident. He headed straight for the food pile. It doesn't look like he's been affected much by the whole procedure. Now let's join veterinarian Liam Smith as he darts the second bull. Thomas has worked the rhinos so that these bulls are alone in the boma. That urination is showing some attitude.
Nice. These are a lot easier than yesterday.
Yeah, it is a lot easier. But yeah, there's a lot more trees than the other one.
Yeah.
But if they do start chasing you in this boma,
Yeah, you're in trouble.
that's a bit different.
You know, I got 7 kids.
So I
I know
taste
you got a
two.
favorite.
Taste 2 and get 1 for free. Okay, so I've got 3.
That one?
Yes.
That one?
No.
That one?
Ryan?
Ryan?
No.
Yeah.
Where's Ryan?
Ryan,
Where's
right here.
Saw that one coming.
Winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
And
Yeah.
Mason.
Ruan was looking for a student volunteer to try the cattle prod.
What are we doing right now?
We're waiting for the other bull to go down.
And then you're going to play tug of war again. Now we're going to take him back with us and put him in the first boma.
Yep.
Switching him up.
Look at Eric Witt getting the job done. For the most part, bull number 2 was very cooperative, and so we didn't have to do any tug of war. In you go. Bull number 2 is now secure for the ride to his new territory. Did I mention Vicus is always hands-on? Once again, the consummate teacher always telling us what to expect next. So if you'd like to join us on this adventure, you need to email Nancy at avulasafaris.com. Back to the scene of the crime, exactly where we started this morning. Liam will now give bull number 2 his partial reversal.
No, is that a
That's the partial reversal.
gotcha. Is that a vein that you're putting
Yeah.
that into? I can
Yeah.
see it.
The second half of the reversal drug is now administered. This bull should be good to go. I am headed back to Rockwood in early August 2023. If you'd like to go and experience this yourself, give me a call.
Rhino is that one species where that can pay for its own protection and survival. So we believe that if we're allowed to sell, because you can imagine I said this morning, I think the state has got about 100 tons, 100,000 kilograms of horn sitting in its vaults. Private owners has probably got half of that, sitting in their vaults. If we're allowed to start selling that, the price will come down. We'll undermine the business of poaching. All the people that's in poaching, we undermine their business. Be a proud hunter, because hunting is not about killing. It's about giving value to wildlife. You're going out hunting, you're harvesting the meat, you're using it. It's not only about the trophy and the horn size. It's about a lifestyle, and I think it's important for us to get young kids involved, get them to grow up as proud hunters. To stand on any stage and say, "I'm proud, I'm a hunter."
CRCS Outdoors is brought to you by K-Bar. Go to kbar.com. And Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter. And Avula Safaris, Adventure True. Contact Ms. Nancy Geisen. To follow CRCS Outdoors, join us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now YouTube. Thanks for watching this week's show. Join us next week on CRCS Outdoors.